And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, and of course, co-leader of the team, Still Unboomable. I want to welcome Spindrift to the team. He came over the other day, and he seems to fit right in. So thank you for that Spin. Great to have you. It's going to be fun to have you. Of course, our real-life leader is Miss Boom Bitch Angie, and of course, our co-leaders are Mr. Braun Soon and Nick Hill, and our other officers are also awesome, and co-leaders are awesome, and there we go. Alrighty. So, this video, I want to show, we did Foxtrot yesterday in 31 attacks, which technically is that a new record for us on Foxtrot. But either way, it's getting way too easy now. Even though we're not gonna, even though we're kind of in a maintain mode at the moment, it's definitely gotten way too easy. So maybe on the regular days where nobody can just stare at the chat, maybe we're ready for Strong Cold. Maybe we're getting there. We're gonna find out. But we are eager to start Choke Point. So we're gonna be starting Choke Point very soon. It embarrassed the heck out of us last time, very humbling, but we've added some new players, we've learned some new tricks, we've mastered some new strategies, we've done some upgrades as a team. If we're going to be ready for Choke Point, then we'll be ready for Choke Point tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But this video, I want to go ahead and show how we beat Foxtrot. Alrighty. So, keep in mind, real life, just to get you caught up, when we started Foxtrot, it was kind of like, Tinderbox is just too easy. Like, I knew I was going to be around to kind of coach, and kind of sit on the chat, but not, like, live on it. So, it was like, alright, Foxtrot should be fine, but even if I hadn't been around, I'm pretty sure the team could have sorted it out, because it seemed like the layouts were fairly easy yesterday. So, Penetrating Paul. Penetrating Paul have two-shotted quota a number of times for us, so we just wrote the notes for them to do that again. Little did we know that PP was going to go in and just finish the job solo. So let's give him his props, but we're going to show it fast. Since we're showing the entire operation, nobody gets real time today. Well, maybe a couple of people here or there. But there you go. It's just chaos. A little reflare there. And just chaos on the core, flare to the core, and just let them go. As I was watching this live, I was just thinking, like, there's no, are you kidding me, really? What? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe he just did that. So he did it. Great job on great job, PP, on quota. Beautiful. So right then we were like, oh, well, sweet. Well, now we got Bort for something else, And it's like, if we have Bort for something else, then we're already ahead. You know what I mean? So, like, that was cool. And Spin, like, he's maxed on, like, everything. Are tanks? Well, I don't know when tanks max. They may max at 17. They may max, I don't know. But he's really good. Thank you again for joining, Spin. So we love the fact that you were totally just, willing and eager to just go right into the action, man. It was Aziz. Aziz did the notes on a couple of the bases early, and this was a great play call. This is just an example of Aziz knowing the team, knowing what we got at our disposal and who's naturally good at what, and that's a part of our gimmick. That is a part of our gimmick. We love the all Zookas. We love going AZ. I love going AR, all riflemen. But at the same time, we're objective based, and so when we say that, that means specifically we are looking to achieve like specific goals. So I know Aziz well enough to know that when he saw this and wrote this note, he knew specifically that we had the kind of muscle to make this attack work. Now Spin, he had just joined the team, so this was his very first operation with us. And correct me if I'm wrong, Spin. Which if you watch this video, and you really shouldn't, but if Anyway, but I think you said you had never, you were on a 25-man team that kind of went inactive, so you had never done anything harder than sour grapes before. So, you know, welcome to the higher levels. This is Foxtrot. Like middle management of higher levels. So, you know, choke point for us right now is that next big hurdle, so we're excited about that. But anyway, but when Aziz called this, he didn't know that you had the kind of muscle to do it, so he was looking at it in his mind, budgeting for one of our other guys to take the shot, right? So when you were able to go in and achieve this, why am I watching this in real time other than I'm just talking anyway? So when we watch this in real time, so when you went in and did this attack, it was just like sweet, like that's awesome, because that meant right then, just like that, you know, we're now like that much further ahead of the game, because the guys who we're comfortable with, the guys who we know, you know, now they're free to do something else. So, you know, I told you in chat when you did this attack live, I was like, Spin, you're hired. Like, you got it there. Like, you totally understood what was being asked there, and you went for it, you know? Very unselfish, very effective. So this was silence on ballast. This was one of my just kind of, you know, every now and then, if you spend time on this team, you'll know every now and then somebody will say, I want to try something stupid, I want to try something crazy, and it's rare that we'll say, no, don't do it. You know, but if you're really that confident that you're saying, I really want to try it, but no, if it doesn't go right, you know, we're gonna, you know, not necessarily let you try it again, but we'll certainly get, you know, try anything once, whatever. So what I saw here, and it wasn't super amazing, anything that I haven't done before, and I kind of screwed it up, but what I saw was, what did I see, is what we were trying to do, what I was calling notes for. I don't even remember how we ended up beating it, because I think we changed notes, changed strategies. What did we do? I think I was calling for warriors here, like that was the initial plan, and then I wanted Irvin. Where did Irvin go? He never even popped up, but that's okay, we didn't need him as it turned out. But anyway, so what I was calling for is we were going to go at it from this side, so we're going to hit warriors here, get rid of these, then sneak in some AZ, you know, take out this stuff. And what I wanted to do was just go ahead and make sure that these rockets were gone. And I was like, well, I know an absolute guaranteed way that I can remove those rockets for the next guy. And this was how I did it. Gonna speed that up. You know, it wasn't great. I didn't flare quite close enough, so I lost some guns there early. I wasn't particularly happy about that. But it happened. Not much you can do about it except roll with it. I elected for a shock over smoke there. You know, I just, you know, because I knew I was going to need my smoke soon. Came up here to generate some GBE. A little reflare, get some, you know, get a few extra. And that's why I was saving my smoke, so I could do this. And then, you know, and I'm not a master mathematician by any way, but, you know, I kind of have a decent idea of what I needed to make sure that this was going to be doable. So anyway, when I did this, we were calling for AZ over here, win at 3 o'clock. I don't even remember what we ended up doing, because things just, you know, it was an easy layout, so things just kind of just went right down the line. Then Dawn. This was Mr. Dawn. Alright. Dawn should have dropped a barrage right there at the beginning. You know, I don't know what that would have done to your gunboat, but you essentially like missed the shock mine, and yet you hit it. Maybe a little too much smoke. Like this one smoke right there, that was the one. If you could, you know, take one out, I would have taken that one out. But then when you did the reflare, for whatever reason, you hit that shock mine, and that just kind of ruined your day, and it distracted you, and then you know, it just, panic mode kicked in, and we all know what happens once panic mode kicks in, and you know. There you go. So it wasn't a great attack, but we're going to do better. But one barrage right there just kind of fixes a lot of that issue. All right, Bartholomew. Now you went in really strong warriors, but you had that error. But because you had that error, it cleared at the end of it. You barraged these, so that way I didn't have to worry about that error. So, you know, I'm thanking you for that, Dawn. That was you. That was a Dawn victory. So the fact that I was able, and you weakened that rocket initially, so, you know, whatever happened, happened. Guys, don't let me watch it in real time. Like, you got to tell me this stuff. I was surprised I didn't weaken it more than that. That was a surprise. I know Bart's warriors are only 12, but still, I was surprised I didn't weaken it more than that, but whatever. This was Bronze Emmett on Quantum, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was me. What happened in real time? I'll tell you what happened in real time. When Dawn did his attack, because I expected him to do perfect, you know, and not like, oh, Dawn, you didn't do perfect. I just suspected that it was going to go well, and it, you know, it didn't, and that's okay. You know, that's fine. It's going to happen to all of us. So as soon as that happened, I was like, all right, screw it. Let me go in and let me make sure some stuff happens. And I figured that this would be a chance for None to try the position and pound. I completely screwed it up, but as always, the team bailed me out. So, you know, good job, team. You know, but this was me, and I wasn't trying the position and pound yet. Kind of screwed that up. But I was just trying some stuff, you know. I was like, alright, so now for video purposes, you know, I'm going to do here. So the note said, like, whoever attacks this base gets to be in the video. But, guys, everybody's going to be in the video today. Just going to be fast. Willow, this was driven by myself. Willow, it has my high health account, so she doesn't have tons of GBE at her disposal. But she had enough to do whatever this attack was. I don't even remember it. Oh, that's right, that. I should have, what should I have done? Maybe flared there? In my mind, I was hoping that I knew I wanted these gone. In my mind, these were going to be gone as well. And that kind of, since that didn't happen, you know, whatever. Whatever. I have been seriously thinking about just swapping her over to all GBE, but then she's just like all the other accounts, so that's kind of why I'm hesitant to do that. It's like, just give her something, a uniqueness about her, you know, having a bunch of high health. So, and it's not a bunch of high health. I mean, you know, that there it is. I don't know, just if I swap her over to all GBE, which I know is technically best for the team, so I really should do it, but then she's just like everybody else. Alright, I'll do it. I'll swap her over. Alright, so this was Mishu. Okay, let's see how this one went. Dropping over there. Over there, getting right there. How did this go? That's how it went. You know, there it goes. I wish that I had finished that one mortar. No, I didn't want to play that again. You know, but again, these are, oh, and also I should point out, you've heard me use this term, these were confidence attacks. Again, confidence that my team is going to be able to bail me out here. This was Muffin, also driven by me. Some of these accounts are, you know, bronze, but again, this is for video. And I know Braun doesn't mind me using his accounts to attack, especially for a video, because it gives me an opportunity to talk about Braun. And that's good for everybody, really. It really is. So I'm just clearing this stuff up. I knew ultimately None was going to try to set up for the position and pound, and I wanted to be, yeah, just take as much pressure off of me in that situation. Again, I ended up doing it wrong, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. I practice it in my booming. So here it was. This was my moment where I'm like, okay, wipe the sweat off of my brow. I wanted to try this. I knew I wasn't going to win. It was a confidence attack, but I wanted to set up for the attempt. You know, that's what I wanted to do. You know, I lost some girls there. Yeah, that stinks. Got that. Pause. So, and where did all my GBE go? Like, I don't know. I'm so surprised that I didn't have enough shock to lock that down. I was just, where did it go? Like, did I do math wrong? Like, none has lots of GBE. I definitely got to upgrade my sculptor again and get more GBE. You know, but, I mean, man, none has plenty. Let's look at that. You know, not great, you know, but he's doing okay. That ain't terrible. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. You know, now I know I used to have more, but I'm keeping this gold masterpiece, guys. I have been upgrading things in my armory like so much faster now. So everybody who says no green statues, you are wrong. You know, for a player that is trying really hard to upgrade things at the armory, you know, but not just live on an attacking diet, then yeah, you need it, man. Like, if that's you, you know, that's you. Anyway, so where was that? So that was none. So after that, in real life, that's when it was just like, okay, that sucked. You know, but it was fun to try, and I think so. I then updated it to free for all, and just let everybody who wanted to take a stab at it take a stab at it. So Sith, our man Sith, the man, the legend, because of Aziz's brilliant play call and Spin's brilliant execution, and then whoever else went. Now, oh dang it, hold on. What was that? Let's find that. Distortion, that was Spin. Yep, just Spin and Sith. Okay, good job. So it's just Spin. So because of Aziz's brilliant play call and Spin's brilliant execution, Sith was able to go in and get the victory. You know, and God bless you, Sith. God bless you. I know you are a super busy guy, you know, guiding people to financial security and success and all of that. So thank you, as always, for taking time out of your day to just find your little spots. You know, even when you don't have great attacks, you always take time to find your little spots. And that's what we need out of everybody. Just take, you know, when you get a chance, when it's convenient for you. I've never demanded anybody, oh, you have to do it now. Like, I've never said it, never gonna say it. So this just shows how eager guys are to get on these videos, because you know, I put in the notes, whoever attacks here gets to be in the video. So this was Daryl here. Oh, Daryl, how did this go? I mean, we ended up winning, so, you know, it was all okay. I know that's tough, Daryl. That is tough there. It's just tough. It's just tough. Okay. Not great. Not great. But whatever. It was fun. You know, again, these are confidence attacks. There was no way in the universe we were going to lose there. So Aziz went. Now Aziz, yeah, comes along, and that's Gar in real life, but he comes along and he clears this stuff and frees things up. The reason I didn't do that, and I definitely should have, is because I was more focused on like getting set up here, you know. But you're right, like I should have definitely spent at least one attack, and I could have done this with a low, you know. I really could have. I really could have, should have, didn't. But we're gonna watch Aziz's attack. So, okay, kind of missed the smoke there, which cost you, you know, having to use all that extra. Okay, now panic mode's kicking in, and he realizes that he's low on GBE now. Yeah, I feel like I know Aziz pretty well. So, like, that was the moment where he was just like, oh, crap. You know, and he knew from here there was just no way in the world that it could go right. But he tried it anyway. You know, he gave it a shot. He gave it a shot. Great job. Great job. And he set up for the position and pound. Again, what? So, yeah, so if we could gone back, we definitely should have done this, yeah. Definitely should have sent an attack over there. Yeah, it just, I was not really focused on, I promise, if this was a day, like, where it's like, oh man, like, we have to beat this, so we have to use absolutely every account, I definitely would have looked at this a little differently. But I admire the fact that you went ahead and took care of business for us. So let's see how you did it. Let's see how you did it. Speed that along. Drop in there. Gonna try to get there. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, that being said, yeah, I'll go ahead and coach you for just a moment and let you know that you technically could have just dropped everything right over here, flared, and then just kept this section shocked down, and you would have produced the same result. You know, I'm not arguing with you about the numbers. I don't know. I just know that. You know, I've done that attack without having to use smoke, and it's pretty easy. Alrighty, but it was a beautiful attack, Gar. Thank you so much for that. Okie dokie. So, let's see. Twisted Tea, as I recall, did something awesome. Let's find out how awesome. Was it crazy awesome or kind of awesome? I believe I was calling for an AZ sneak around. What's a snook around? I'd like to do more of those. More snook arounds, please. Okay, let's find out. Okay. So he's just taking out the MGs there. Working on the snook around. You know, hey, T's good at snooking, man. He's a snooker. He'll snook everywhere he goes if you let him. Okay, I'm done using the word snook. And we went out to dinner the other night with let's see, it was Angie, and where did we go? We went to Black Rock, the steakhouse. There was a word that tiramisu, is that the word? No, there was a word, something that I just kept saying, and I just really enjoyed it. Somebody ate something, and oh, I don't remember, but I love that word. I wish I could remember that word. Let's see.
Caprese.
What was it?
Caprese.
I don't even remember that. Say hi to YouTube, Angie.
Hey, everybody.
She just checked in on Skype, and she's, you know, eavesdropping. Mind your own business, woman. No, what was it? Caprese?
I think you were thinking of caprese. That's what Lisa was eating. Caprese is mozzarella and tomatoes.
That's what it was. It was a caprese. Okay, I remember now. So we're watching Bart's attack. Caprese. Ah, that was wonderful. Anyway, nice little shock there. So, so Bart's going with the Skooka there. Speed that up. Angie, why aren't you sleeping?
Oh, because I miss everybody.
You miss everybody? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, we miss you too.
I'm sleepless in Seattle.
Hey, that's technically true. You are technically sleepless in Seattle. Well, sweet. Well, stick around with us for the rest of this operation. We're almost done. We're almost done. ADZ, this is a new guy. He just joined the team very recently. This is a real-life buddy of Braun. This is technically a bad attack. I'm just going to explain. ADZ, if you watch the video, but I know Braun's gonna coach you right on up, so I'm not even worried about it. But what happened was you lost all your Zookas on those mines there. it's fine. It's totally okay. You're going to learn. Braun's going to get you coached right up, but we're not going to spend 3 minutes watching heavies attack power cells. That's hard to handle. So this was Mr. Stewart, her Stewart, whatever. So he went ahead and was brave enough to start the show on Armadillo. I was keeping it simple, just calling for team artillery on the critical targets and just run up the gut. Run up the gut. Beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. Let's see. SCR attacked ballast. What happened here? Well, it was a long one, whatever it was. Okay, he's coming over here. What's the plan? SCR. Like, I know I watched these, I just don't remember some of them. A little reposition up in the corner here. Gonna work on that. Let's get that smoke out. Smoke, smoke. Ah, he lost the girls. Okay, that's what happened. So, and then he just went down like way short girls. But, he started weakening this stuff. So, good job, SCR. But it's hard to watch attacks with mostly heavies. It's just really hard. Not a lot happens. Marshall, he went in hookah and he got the win. He did not do it by himself. Some other folks set him up. And set him up lovely they did. So he's just doing a big sneak around. A big one. Okay, doing a little reflare up here. Alrighty, let's watch this smoke. Gotta protect your girls, protect your girls. Alright, good job. A little reposition. Shock. Alright. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that's how we did it. That is how we did it. Little history lesson. Bort and several of our other top guys did come from another team that, kind of, they were on a team with a strength first mentality, but they were starting to get to a point where they were feeling like they were beating their head against the wall with inactive players, and the leadership had no intentions to get rid of the inactive players. And just, if you're watching this and if you're a leader on your team and you have a bunch of inactive players, know that your players do have an opinion about that. Trust me, they notice. They noticed. What did I say? Bort? Was I telling Bort from that? Well, Bort and Marshall, for that matter, they came from the same team. This is my love's attack, Miss Boom, bitch, Angie. What was the plan here? Just gonna speed that up. Okay. Okay, I remember this. This was a bombing run. This was a bombing run. She's gonna get back there, start working on this GBE back here. And again, when you have the freedom of knowing that your guys are going to come through and that they're going to do what they got to do to push things over, it makes, it takes so much of the pressure off of all the individual attacks, because then you can just say with confidence that if you do your part, then your guys are going to back you up. So again, these are confidence attacks. This is just Angie going over here, just generating all this free GBE, easy to eat GBE, and she's using her, her artillery, and I mean, look at what she's doing. Like, she didn't finish the rockets if memory serves, but like, so close it's crazy. Great job, great job. That was my love. Alrighty, we are almost done. Mr. Bone, the only person on our entire team that is authorized to use grenades whenever he wants. And the reason is because he has demonstrated that he will never use them in bad situations. Now, I'm not saying that mistakes aren't going to happen, but he's one of the guys who definitely calls his own plays. And guys, if you want to be a guy on our team that calls his own plays, all you have to do is just show us you know how to call your own plays. Like, I love guys who can call their own plays, because that's less plays that I have to call, or less plays Braun or Angie or Nick has to call. This is just a good bombing run. good setup, great use of grenades. Thank you, Bone. I'm not going to watch anymore because it's, you know, they're grenades, and that's the downside. You don't get to be starring many of these videos. But level 6 grenades, outstanding. Mr. Munkers going Warriors. He only got 1 force point there. Let's find out what it was on. What's he see? If memory serves, he's going after the SB there, the Shock Blaster. And that's correct, and that's what he gets. So he's going to go Shock. What did he get? Okay, so his 1 FP came from the rocket that he finished bombing, but he weakened the heck out of that SG. Not SG, SB. Titan, we're getting down towards the end. This was my love's attack. I believe she was driving this one. I may be wrong. Titan is busy in real life doing things, and Angie has access to his account, so she's just did. This was just more of a bombing run. Like, we weren't really. I mean, technically we had time to do a reload, but you know, again, that wasn't really the purpose. So this was just a suicide essentially. Just a little suicide bombing run. Again, if suicide bombing works for ISIS, then it's good enough for me. Like, you know, it's an effective strategy. You know, I know it's a totally insensitive thing to say, you know, in the world that we live in, but as a former military man, it works. No, I didn't like fight ISIS or anybody like ISIS. I didn't go anywhere. My military experience was just so unlike everybody else's. It was a very odd thing. I'll tell all about it one day. So, was this me driving this attack? Yeah, this was me, I think. Yeah, this was me. Again, just a bombing run. These are confidence attacks at this point. We're just like, alright, let's just go in. At some point, we called Protect the Core on it. I don't remember when. But at some point, we did. Reaper, man, he has come a long way. A long way with us. Like a long way. When he first got here, he was really struggling, and I was worried about him. But he, you know, by Joe, I think he's got it. You know, he's still got improvements to make, but you know who else does? All of us. All of us. We all have improvements. Except for Braun, of course. But Braun's mastered everything. So, that's how that goes. Alright, Lake Shell. You know, and yeah, we're definitely in protect the core mode. So this is, now we're just goofing off, just being silly, you know. And again, these are confidence attacks. Every one of them is because we're just so confident that we can just goof off and not worry about it, and we'll be fine. Like, it's okay. It is totally okay. So, you know, that's what we're doing. That is all we are doing. Just destroying absolutely everything. And just having fun doing it. You know, not even worried about it. You know, and that's what you want your team to be. You know, again, everybody has different goals. You know, the high level teams, they want to be high level, and how you run a high level operation, super high level, and how you run, you know, a casual op, you know, it's going to differ from team to team, but it's always going to come down to the same thing. Know your guys, know their capabilities, work within your limits. Peter Z, he was clearly taking advantage of the free-for-all here, going in with these little tanks. Peters, it's alright, Peters. It's fine. No, he's proven, you know, on a day where we actually need his attack, he will run whatever we need him to run. So, no worries there, Peters. Good job, good job. But those are weak tanks. Level 6. Ouch. Braun soon, keeping in the theme of protect the core. Okay, what's he up to? He's going to sneak around back and get all this stuff. Going in with his max scorchers. You know, we love scorchers, but we don't live on a scorcher diet. You know, we use them when we want them. We use them when we're going to need them. They have benefits, obviously. They're scorchers, you know, but they have weaknesses, downsides. You know, and you got to manage those. You got to manage those. Alrighty. So, good job, Mr. Braun. Soon. TT, he went after Armadillo. What's he up to? What's he rocking there? What's he rocking? What are we doing over here? Okay, so he's going heavy, Scorcher, Zuka. So that would be a hookah Scorcher mix, whatever. You know, I don't know. Do we have to make up a funny name for all of them? Like, do we really have to? Either way, TT, great job. Having fun, protecting the core, having a blast here. Destroyed everything, and then retreated. Great job. Spectacular. Saved one flamethrower for Lynch. Beautiful work. Alright, Lynch, you are the grand hero. You know, you did it. You beat it. You know, that flare there was critical. So was that one. That one was important. That smoke was useful. That's a good smoke there. I like that flare. Ooh, excellent timing. Beautiful. Nice flare there. Okay, I'm going to need one more flare right there. And if we can get you over to the other side, that'd be wonderful. Good job. Great job. So at that point he ran out of GB. Could no longer do it, all that flaring. It was fun. We had a blast. So that was it. That's how we rocked out Foxtrot. Nothing to it. Just doing what we do. Having a blast with it. So the goal is to start choke point. I am going to have to go to bed soon. But, you know, Braun is around, so he may start it without me. And that's fine. Nobody may start it at all. You know, we'll find out. Well, you know, it'll be just whatever. It may not be started until I wake up, and then I'll start it. Whatever it's going to be. Oh, I do got to fill the roster. I will do that the second this video is over. I am leaving Lord Marshall on Redemption to attack for the next stop, because that's just a courteous thing to do. But even as strong as LM is, no one account should be the reason we win or lose any operation. So we're just going to fill that spot with one of our other accounts, and it'll be just fine. We will make it work because we can, you know, because we can. We're just going to make it work. Alright, so friends, I'm wrapping this video up. As always, please remember that we are still unboomable, and as always, please be safe. Thank you.